Hey everybody, and welcome back to Crafting Made Easy. For this tutorial, we'll be using this little t-shirt mold that I purchased a long time ago, and I wish I remembered where I purchased it from, but I do not because I ordered it sometime last year, and I've used it a few times, but I have not completed a video on it. So I wanted to try something new, some new little like technique. I saw using just clear resin, but I wanted to see if it will work with using resin already mixed in with white alcohol ink. Don't mind this. I had to open up a new bottle of alcohol ink and it kind of squirted all over the place. And it does look like blood, but it's not. I'm using a new resin, and if you see the video prior to this one, you'll see how I mixed it. It's called Puduo. I'm not sure if that's how you correctly pronounce it, but that's how I'm pronouncing it today. I purchased it off of Amazon, so I did a few alphabet molds, and that should be in the video previous to this one, to see how it would fare with the alcohol inks and the glitter, and see how it would look with the alphabet mold. So I wanted to try it with this shirt mold to see how it does, and to see if I can do this new technique. And since I had some left over that has been sitting a while, and it has thickened up a little bit. In the other video, you'll see it still is like it's not a very thick epoxy. So if you're looking for like a thicker epoxy, or you're used to a thicker epoxy, I should say, and you purchase this one, just beware it's not that thick. The part A is not thick and the part B is not thick, so just keep that in mind. So without further ado, for this project, you'll just need some alcohol inks and your epoxy. So I'm going to mix the rest of this epoxy that I have left over. I'm just going to put some white in there. And shoot, I had popsicle sticks, and then I used them all, and I forgot to grab one for this one. Okay, so I'm just going to mix it up. It looks like glue. And this epoxy has a 40-minute work time, and it has been sitting for quite some time, and it's still pretty loose. So yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how it will do in the molds, because I just finished a project that's still curing, because I literally just finished it, so I haven't seen how it cures up and whatnot. But it says it takes you can remove it from the mold after 10 hours, but it takes 24 to 48 hours to fully cure. So I guess I'll just wait until tomorrow to look at it and see how it looks tomorrow. But I'm going to use this mold, and hopefully it comes out right, because like I said, I haven't used it or seen how it the results of it yet. But at any rate, I'm just going to put some color in the mold. Okay, maybe not. This doesn't want to pop out. Boy, it got clogged up. So just going to take a little push pin. There we go. That should be good now. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just going to, instead of mixing my colors, that's not what I wanted that to do. Why is it coming out weird? Okay, so I'm just going to put the colors in the mold. And this one is metallic pink. This one is sunshine yellow. I'm using garnet green, or yeah, garnet green. I mean, not garnet green, garnet red. I have to be extra gentle with this one, because I accidentally poked when I was opening it. With the marabou, you have to stick a push pin in the top to open it, and accidentally push the push pin out on the side. So I have to kind of be extra gentle. Is this a metallic? No. This one is an aqua green. So I have to be kind of easy on that red. Otherwise, I'm going to make a mess. I'll put a little more pink in here. Alright. And there's no blue, so I happen to have this one. Oh, you know what? I'm going to use metallic blue. And with the metallics, it has like a little ball-y in the bottom to kind of get the stuff off the bottom, so you got to shake it up. And again, these colors, the majority of them are from Marabou. This one is Pinata, and then the yellow is Ranger. Ooh, that metallic blue is so freaking pretty. And I'm not just saying that because I love the color blue. It is freaking pretty, but for some reason it's leaking. Well, that's not cool. I'm glad I got gloves on. Otherwise, I would be all different colors. I would be going to work and they'd be like, what the heck? Playing with alcohol inks again, you know. Anyway, alright, so what I'm going to do now, this is really tripping me out how it's still liquidy. And there were a lot of bubbles in here when I first mixed it, but having it sit for a while, I barely see any. So that's cool. Alright. So next I'm just going to pour the white in. Ooh. Alright, so the yellow and the pink and the green did what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to look kind of like a tie-dye. I don't know what the other side looks like, but I cannot wait to see what it looks like. I want to see what the blue and the red looks like on the other side. Oh, I want to put more inks in it because I wanted it to. Oh, y'all, look at that. Oh, I'm tripping out. Okay, so it looks like, okay, the red, look, the red is seeping through. Oh, man, where's the blue? Oh, I wonder if I should have put more blue in it. Alright, I'm going to leave it the way it is. I'm not going to, I really want to put some blue in it, but I don't want to mess up the effect that it's doing right now, so I'm going to leave it alone. And hopefully on the other side, the blue is doing something magical because I can't see it. So, let me see, because they're little fine bubbles, so I'm just going to take this and go over it. And with this mold, the person who made it, in the instructions it said don't use like a torch or a heat gun or anything on the mold, so I'm trying to pop the bubbles the best way I can. And with molds like this, you can use alcohol, the ones that kind of caution you to not use a lot of direct heat on it because it can damage the mold. I mean, you can use alcohol or you can use the candle thing. So I'm just going to babysit it and make sure there are no big bubbles. I think I see some blue, like a little speck right there. You can't really see it though, but that is so freaking cool, y'all. All right, it has been more than 24 hours. I got a little busy with everything, but here I am, and we are going to demold this. I am so freaking geeked to see what it looks like on the other side. I will say that the epoxy had me a little worried for a second because it was so liquidy after like a couple hours that I thought it wasn't going to cure up, thicken up, or cure up, but it did. And this is what it looks like. Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's so smooth. Ooh. Okay, so the colors on the back didn't blend the way the ones on the front did. And the blue, which I'm kind of upset, and not upset, but kind of sad about, didn't really come through a lot. You can see it a little bit. Let me see. You can see it a little bit right here, but it didn't really come through like the other colors did. The sides are still, like, some have the color, oh shoot, and then some have the white on it. Like this one has the white, and then this has the yellow. But look at that. Yeah, the back didn't come out as spectacular as the front did, but it's still cool. So, oh, I wish you could see the metallic in the blue. That's why I wish the blue would have came through, because you could see more of the metallic, but whatever. I'm going to figure out what I want to do with this. I'm thinking about making a badge reel out of it versus a keychain. So I'm going to figure that out, and then I'll be right back. Okay, everybody. So, I cut the decal out, and I have two of them actually. I cut this one with premium vinyl or holographic vinyl, and then this one is with the heat transfer vinyl. So it was shaped like this, and I forgot to record it, but all I did was line it up as such and then just cut the middle out. I flipped it over, and then I just went from behind and just cut the excess out, and then now it's flush with the collar. So to apply the heat transfer vinyl, you can do it different ways. You can use like a small heat, not a small heater, a small heater to put it on there, because you definitely wouldn't need like a big easy press or a big heat press or anything like that. But I do have a small steam iron that I got from Walmart. I could use it on there to press it, but I'm just going to use my heat gun for a few moments and then apply it like that. You want to be very careful because this can get hot, so be careful when you're peeling it up. And when you're applying it. Alright, that should be good. I did see it start to get on there, and I lifted it up too soon. I think it needs a little bit more. Some parts are down, some parts aren't. Yeah, uh-oh. Okay. So like the top is down, the bottom part is not. So I'm just going to put it on that part a little bit longer. Alright, so there we go. And you see that didn't take very long at all. I didn't even have to pause you or anything like that. So it took less than a minute to apply the heat transfer vinyl. Not sure if you can see that. And I could have easily used the regular vinyl. I did cut it out just in case this didn't work very well. But this worked awesome, so I kept it. Then I have the pocket, but I don't know if I'm going to put the pocket on here, y'all. Let's see what it looks like. I'm not too excited. Let me see. I might have a smaller piece right here. I do. Yep. All right. really thrilled too much on this pocket, but I want to see what it's going to look like. The pocket I did before in the actual heat transfer vinyl was way too big, and then I found this vinyl in my little stash, so I was like, oh, I'll just use that. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I should just went ahead and use the heat transfer vinyl. Oh, I'm surprised I did that so fast. There we go. All right, that's not too bad. I don't know. Let me look at it in the camera. I don't know, y'all. I'm not really feeling the pocket. I'm probably gonna take it off. I'm not really feeling the pocket. My pocket is not wowing me, so I think I'm just gonna do a pocketless scrub, which they do have. Some scrub tops do not have pockets in the front, so that is what this one will be. All right, so this one is pretty much done as far as the vinyl is concerned. The next step will be sealing. Oh, that's right. So because it's resin and I heated it up, the shirt is a little soft, so just be careful. Don't bend it or manipulate it too much, because you don't want it to be in like an odd shape. It will harden back up, but just kind of be aware that it is kind of soft if you're using like the heat gun or applying any type of heat on your resin. But it will go back to normal. Alright, and then this has been sitting for over 48 hours, so it is cured. So that's not an issue. So just to make sure that everything is protected underneath the protected on the shirt, what I'm going to do is just use some UV resin. I'm going to apply it on the shirt very neatly, and then put it underneath the UV light, and then we'll be ready to apply it to our badge holder. So I decided to do a badge holder for this tutorial. And I like to use a paintbrush to apply it to get the UV resin off, because I don't think I said it in my other video. To get it off, I just use a little cup of acetone, and it gets it off very well. So this one had UV resin on it, and it's pretty much good to go. Alright, so everything is dry and everything is applied. So that's all I'm really putting on this one is the stethoscope with my name on there. And the next step will be simple. It will just be gluing it onto the badge rail. So I'm going to use E6000. I do not like this glue because it is very strong. You use E6000, use it in a ventilated area because the smell is so strong. Alright, so I'm actually going to put a little UV resin on top of that just to see if it will go through. But you just kind of line it up onto how you want it on your badge rail. and then you let it dry and cure overnight, and you just cure it face down. So I'm going to put it underneath the UV to see if it actually does hold it in place, and I'll be right back. Alright, so while that's baking, I did go ahead and put a little drop of UV resin in a medicine cup and put like a little scoop of blue glitter in it, because I'm going to do something on the front of the okay, bet. So it did stick on there. So if you wanted to seal it with UV resin, you can go ahead and do that. So but you can also use the E6000 and the UV resin to kind of seal it a little bit more. So what I'm going to do with this part is just drop a little dollop of blue glitter. Oh wow, that came out perfect. Okay. So that is just the front of the badge holder. Alright, and I'm just going to put it in UV resin again. Let it sit for 2 to 4 minutes, and then I'll be back. Okay, so that side is done, and I'm just going to flip it on the other side and do the same thing, just a little dollop. And I chose blue because blue is my favorite color, and the blue didn't really pop up on the shirt the way I wanted it to. And the back of the badge rail is blue, so that is why I picked blue versus the other colors. But you can pick a color from your shirt so it can be more cohesive if that's what you want, but I kind of like it the way I did it. And we're going to let that bake for 2 to 4 minutes, and then we will be almost done. All right, and that is our badge reel. This is just a slip-on clip, so it'll just slide onto your shirt, pants, or wherever I wish to put my badge loop. But that is it right there. You see the glitter on the little button thing, so it doesn't look so ugly with that silver piece there. You can still open it, snap it open, slip your badge through there. Nothing is sealed down except for the shirt on the badge reel. So that is it. And if you wanted to kind of get fancy with it, you could put jewels around it, or not jewels, like oh my goodness, my brain is not beads, crystals. You could put crystals around it to kind of jazz up the badge reel, or you could just leave it as is. I think I'll probably just leave it as is because just looking straight forward, no one will kind of see the back of the badge reel. If it was something smaller, then I probably would jewel up the back or anything or something like that, but you can't really tell what the back or the side looks like unless you're like really looking hard. So that's it for this tutorial. If you like the content of this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to my channel but you're watching this video, and hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, everyone, until next time, peace.